the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They're working that left side. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense
just plowing ahead? Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. They'll try to get it in with the run. Ripping through the defense. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He marched 78 yards down the field, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
So Colorado's offense will go to work for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game.
To the air, it's Butler. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Now on the option. Quick toss. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going deep. Hauls it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Butler. He's got it down the middle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Off play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll run it from the gun. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Looking to throw, it's Butler. The short hands, it's Alvarado. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The play-action fake. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass, it's Butler. Setting up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get a...
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. touchdown, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
And nice job being gapped sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 13 over FIU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Powers through the defender. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Snags it over the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on third down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pulls and fires incomplete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Back to pass, it's Butler. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Frost. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry-up. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Get it out on the screen. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll run it on first and goal. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here. In the fourth quarter, you're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
The Buffaloes in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Buffaloes will snap it on first and 10. Grab near the marker. It's Frost. Touchdown, Bucks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use.
He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man to the left. Off and running. The 30. Running inside the 20. All the way in for the touchdown.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll give it to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alvarado. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to pass, it's Butler. That's caught. It's Alvarado. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
The Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the move, he fires. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback.
He'll take the deep shot. It's a mid stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the back. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The handoff keeps working on that clock. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Got room at the 35. Right down the gut of the field. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw. It's Butler. Quick strike complete.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on 1st down. Out of the backfield, the running back snags him but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Butler. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking for the score. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cowboys will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus...
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Lost to throw again. Snags it. And it's in for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Makes the grab. It's Weary. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
He's in open space downfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Looking downfield. It's Rich. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Leaves it with the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he drops the throw. Got him downfield. And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So now on comes the field goal unit.
Number 16.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. Flying out to the left. Pistols firing. Touchdown Cowboys. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Going to swing it on second down. This time it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the move. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find this...
There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
After getting knocked down in the backfield on the last 2 runs, you got to think they're going to try to throw it on 3rd and goal. He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield. It's Gadecki. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking for a man, it's Rich. He unleashes a long one. He's got it for a big play. He's loose down the left side. The tap. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On the ground. And he dances into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
This time he's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Defense might bring the house here. Back to throw, it's Rich. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Hauls it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Here's the handoff. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half run. Ball palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Back to throw, it's Rich. That's caught, it's Gadecki. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Works the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. Touchdown!
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air. It's Rich. That's caught. It's Harris. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. A designed run for the quarterback. Crosses the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in. And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Rich. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give out of the gun. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. To go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle, and he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 1st down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big fullback's got it. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Let's it fly. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Running to Green. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield, it's Gadecki. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Direct snap. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give as they work on that clock. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Racing down the left side. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. This has been a really impressive performance behind this running game against a team trying to prove they ought to be ranked ahead of you in the top 10, and you're able to hold them off, guys.
Well, I love it too, David, because we've seen them run the ball against weaker competition. But here in a top 10 matchup against a physical defense, they've been the more dominant team. They've done it on the ground.
It's just nice to always stiff-arm little brother and be like, hey, there's a reason you're ranked below us, right? Like, sit back down, like we're here for a reason. Just a big statement in the middle of the season and showing how physically dominant this team can be. And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Running back searching for a hole. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season that they